Ba-dum. Let's all go to the game store. Let's all go to the game store. Let's all go to the game store and buy ourselves some swag. Swag. What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM, coming to you live from Site B at 8 o'clock in the morning on the 17th day of July, 2024. It is bright and sunny outside, which makes me wonder why I'm wearing a sweatshirt. I guess I'm just cold. Maybe I have no blood left. Maybe I'm a lizard. I don't know. What is this? Why are you looking at me like this, OGGM? Where's the usual? Well, I've used up my free SteamYard hours, so I have to wait for the rollover, which I think is tomorrow. So I've got to use other methods to talk to you guys. So I'm using the built-in game recorder thingy because it lets me show you the page that I'm on. I think I could use YouTube Studios, but I don't know if YouTube Studios lets me show you the page I'm looking at. I'll play with it later. I knew this worked, so we'll see it. So this is everything that should be on the shelves, should be on your shelves, should be on the shelves of your friendly local game store. But if I mention something you want, please call ahead and make sure they have it in stock, or if they can special order it for you. We got to keep our friendly local game stores open, guys. So if you have a chance and a choice between getting it through Amazon or going over to the store and getting it directly from them, please take the extra energy to get it directly from them. Okay, X Castles and Crusades. This is already out. What do you mean? So this is the Castle Crusade, Castle Yarsburg thing. This is the beginning of the Gary Gygax collection that they had. Without going into the full story, there's a whole bunch of stuff that Gygax wrote that he lost the rights to, or got tied up in legal stuff, or just vanished. Trollord Games spent a very long time trying to get their hands on as much of the Gygax stuff as they could, because they felt, rightfully so, that they were the best shepherds to continue the Gygax legacy going forward. So this is Castle Zaggy, Yarsburg. It's a huge, gigantic city. It's basically the city of Greyhawk with all the Greyhawks shaved off and replaced with different things. So it's a big, hunky city book. As you know, for reasons I still don't understand, about a year ago, when this first came out, Trollords Games sent me a free copy of it, which I never used. But I'm gratefully appreciate it, and if they want to ever send me anything free again, that'd be wonderful. I thought I kickstarted something by theirs, but I never heard back from them, and you know, I don't know if I'll ever play Castles and Crusades again. After playing in a couple different games of it, it didn't really impress me. You know, I mean, it's fine if you want a D&D old school retro clone. It's probably one of the best retro clones. I just like the fact that they're trying their best to keep the hobby aware of the stuff that Gygax wrote. So this is Castle Zaggy. It's a big hunk of city for $60. And then we have Visiting Death, which is just not the best title, guys. Just not the best. It just doesn't work. What is Visiting Death? It is you are in a city, people are dying, there's civil war brewing, undead the people who are dying are coming back from the dead, and then you, of all the long build-up to get us to what the plot is, so you are being picked by the people in the area to investigate the mysterious deaths, deal with the angry dead thingy. I don't know. It doesn't really excite me. It's probably a better way to have written that to make it be like more exciting. For Melisonian's Art Council for Troikia, we have The Hand of God for $23. I forgot to tell you the price. I'm sorry. The price for Castle Zaggy is $60. The price for Visiting Death is $10. Is Castle Zaggy worth $60? A lot of people are going to see this and think it's the actual dungeon, so you need to remember that this is just the city. This is the city of Greyhawk. without any of the copyrighted stuff that Wizards of the Coast holds it into. So it's a brand new city, but if you're familiar with Greyhawk, it's Greyhawk. It's Greyhawk with just all the names changed. It's Korean knockoff Greyhawk. So it's a big hunk of city with a big hunkin' map and lots of little sectors. I mean, yeah, so if you don't already have a big city that you want to set your campaigns in, this would probably be a good one. Now moving on. So for $23.05, unusual choice, but then that's Millisonian's Arts Council and Troikia, and everything about Troikia is weird. So, yeah, it's a Troikia acid fantasy adventure where you have to fight a giant weird bird thingy. Oh, excuse me. And then deal with some point crawling and some religiousness, and is that a bird whose head is a hand? Because if it is, that is awesome. How does it eat? Unless the mouth is in the center of the hand, like Vampire Hunter D. From Loke Battle Maps, we have the Deck of Many Insults. For $18, you can get a deck of cards, each with a different D&D themed insult. Really? Really? So, I mean, God love them if they can make it work. But, I mean, really, you just a deck of insults? Just your mom jokes. I mean, you know, I don't think we need a deck to give us vicious mockery insults if we want to throw insults at people in the game. Plus, that's always a thing you need to be careful with, since people don't take the insults seriously, which is why your mom jokes are always best, or your dad jokes are just, you know, harmless. I don't know if plus it's got language advisory. Are you just trying to rip off the Exploding Kittens / Cards versus Humanity thing with coming up with your own insults? You're so dumb. When you worked at the M&M factory, you got fired for trying to alphabetize. Ba-dum-ba-bum. My favorite is, you so greasy, you use bacon as Band-Aids. The first time somebody said that to me, I just started laughing hysterically. I don't know why, just because I could see this guy with the bacon for the Band-Aids. I don't know. $18 for 100 insults. I mean, come on. We can find insults online for free. From All Rolled Up, we have a map. This is the Forbidden Lands Blood March Velvet Map A3 for $29. This is a velvet map, 420 by 300 mm. This is of a section of land called the Blood March in the Forbidden Lands. The Forbidden Lands is the fantasy box thingy that Free League came out with a couple years ago. Sorry, huge hex crawl map, and then it had these stickers, which is really cool. I don't think I'd ever seen anybody done this before. So you would randomly generate what they would encounter as they're going through the hex crawl, and then if something generated, you could put the sticker down on the map, so no two maps were ever the same. You know, that's probably cool. I like that. So you're sort of building the world as you go along. From Max Moon Games. Isn't that the name of the character from Sing and Sing 2, Max Moon, the little koala bear? For Into the Odd, Troikia, and other weird D20 games, we have the Alchemist and their Magical Craft, and the Wig Maker's Finger. The Alchemist and Magical Craft book is a background and lightweight set of alchemical crafting rules for your fantasy game of choice. The Wig Maker's Finger is a one-shot adventure about people who... Apparently there's a fashion thing going through the town where people have been replacing their fingers with prosthetic fingers. The player characters have a friend who wants the one but can't afford it, so the friend instead hires them to go steal one of these prosthetic fingers for him, and then I guess the friend is the wig maker in question? Oh god, I'm sorry. I'm yelling a lot. I don't know why. So if you have enough money to hire the adventurers to go steal one, then you probably have enough money to go buy your own. It's just what I'm saying. But still, definitely weird. Definitely weird. Definitely different. Hey, go steal that finger for me. Whoa, he's still using it. No. It's a prosthetic fake finger. Come on. I don't know. From Exalted Funeral, we have Tefracotic Nightmare for Morkborg. This is a hex crawl adventure where you set sail across an ocean of ash. Gray waves of sharpened blades and ash. Really? Wow, that sounds bizarre. It's an open spine, blank ink edges, GM facing map of the sea. You need a player facing map of the sea. Ship combat hacks maps. Little teeny punch out cardboard ship combat chits. It can be lie flat on the table. The pages are soaked in blank ink. Each page to read the book would be reader must first defeat it. So basically the big selling point of this is it's some maps, but it's in this weird book that's been sealed shut, and you have to sort of rip it open each page and risk ripping each page. So it's $46 for some maps, some basic rules about ship combat, an interesting idea of gray waves with sharpened blades and a mouthful of ash. That just sounds cool, but again, the big selling point seems to be the gimmick of actually having to open the book, which is just stupid. What if I rip the pages? From Pinnacle Entertainment for Savage Worlds, we have Legends of Ghost Mountain and a whole bunch of stuff for Legends of Ghost Mountain, including an action deck, the GM screen with an Ashen Monk Uprising Adventurer, and then, of course, the box set, which comes with everything, and then some. $39.99 for the Legend of Ghost Mountain, $20 for the action deck, $20 for the DM screen, and $150 for the whole shebang in a book. So this is Legend of the Ghost Mountain. Feels like it's vaguely oriental, but not really. But there is martial arts involved. Adventure Path site. It's a big one with a lot of stuff in it for $150, and it's Savage Worlds, so it's got an adventure and world building. It tells you all about what you have to do on this mountain and how you have to protect the shrine from the people who would free the ghosts and usual stuff. From Monty Cook Games, we have It's Only Magic for the Cypress system, $15. It's rules for how to integrate magic and the supernatural into any modern game, along with settings, including a magic coffee shop campaign. Guys. Okay, the coffee shop scenario that guy made for Strixhaven all those years ago was a joke. He was feeding off the Strixhaven hysteria and making fun of everything people were saying about Strixhaven, so he came up with this adventure where, yes, the characters were baristas at a magical Starbucks, but it was done tongue-in-cheek. He was making fun of Strixhaven. So the fact that people keep trying to make magical coffee shop settings, I guess the guy succeeded, because he created a meme, and that meme became a joke or a source of anger, and people are still either upset about the idea of magic coffee shop or trying to create a magic coffee shop setting. There's even a series of books, and I'm sure that guy's just like, oh my god, yeah, I mean, thanks for the money, but I mean, guys, it was... I guess he's the L. Ron Hubbard of the cipher of Strixhaven, that he just created a thing, and it became a thing bigger than him. No offense to L. Ron Hubbard or Scientologists, but yeah, So there you go. It's a book about magic stuff for $50 for how to do stuff. There's plenty of other books that do the exact same thing for introducing modern magic into your campaign without costing you an arm and a leg. And I mean, if you really want a magic coffee shop scenario, I guess... I mean, if we did live in a Shadowrun type world, there would be magical coffee shops and magical delivery services, and magic would just seep into every walk of life, much the same way technology has. Right? So, I mean, if that's the setting, then a magic coffee shop is not that ridiculous. Setting the entire campaign around working at the magic coffee shop maybe works as a TV show, but I don't know if it works as a D&D. But it could. I don't know. I mean, it could. Every week's a monster of the week. It's like Clerks meets Starbucks meets Dresden Files meets Buffy. I guess is how I would run a magical coffee shop if I had to do one. I don't know. Anyways, that's it for today. None of these really stand out to me. This one just feels like, these are kind of weird. And I like them because of that. But $29 seems a little pricey. This is just, no, come on, guys. I guess Castle Zaggy is probably the only one I'd recommend if you don't already have a big hunkin' city setting and that's something you've ever wanted to do, is a big hunking city-centric campaign. This might be a good way to do it, and it's from Trollord Games. So there you go. Please feel free to reach out to your tabletop role-playing game store of choice and make sure they have it in stock. And if they don't have it in stock, see if they can special order it for you. That's it for this week's look at all the RPG print news. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you'd rather me talk about something else, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to like, share, and subscribe, please take a moment to do so. It costs you nothing, and it helps you immensely. If none of these products look like something you want to buy, don't forget that I have merch, linked down below, and you can buy that stuff too instead. Till next time, I'm the OG GM. Since we're using the built-in recording thingy, I say thingy way too much. Built-in recording app. You won't get any intro or outro song. You'll just get me singing. So here we go. Ba-dum-ba-bum. Let's